What is up, you guys? Coming at you with another video here real quick on how to stay on top of cyanobacteria. All right, as you can see, I have a little bit in this tank, right? It's kind of inevitable in any new tank. Okay, so how you're gonna attempt to stay on top of it is a couple of ways. So the first one is lighting. I'm only running 6 hours of light on this tank a day. That's it. So adjusting the length of your photo period is gonna be one of the biggest things you can do for staying on top of cyanobacteria because it thrives with high light environments. Your corals, they need the light level that they need, okay? So you gotta keep an eye on them, make sure they're getting enough strength of light, but they can overall be pretty flexible with the length of light. 6 hours is all they really need. They honestly only really need like 4. That's like a typical photo period for a lot of corals. But yeah, that's enough for lighting. Next thing is flow, okay? I don't have much flow in this tank, so that has, I know, been one of my problems. I only have the return pump flows, okay? So having high flow helps stir up that sand a lot and not let cyanobacteria settle and grow on it. That's gonna be another really big thing. Nutrients. So this is a really big thing. A lot of people overfeed their fish. They overfeed their tank. They overfeed their corals, which leads to a lot of excess nitrates and phosphates in your tank. So that's a recipe for cyanobacteria, having high nutrients and then high lighting too. Because a lot of people run their tanks for 10 to 12 hours a day. And they do that because that's what they see on YouTube. That's what they see at fish stores. That's what people tell them. But that's not what you should be doing for a new tank. I'm talking about new tanks, guys. Okay, those are mature tanks. Those people telling you run 10 to 12 hours a day, their tanks have been up for years. They're pros. But in the beginning, you gotta reduce lighting if you wanna reduce that ugly phase, okay? Next one, Nasaria snails. So let me see if I can find one here. There's one's little tentacle there, and here's one. Okay, so these things, they go in your sand and they churn it up constantly. So that's gonna be another big thing for staying on top of cyano. Another thing, you're gonna have to do a little bit of manual work if you really wanna stay on top of it. And you're gonna have to get a turkey baster in there every couple of days, maybe every week, depending how bad it is. And you're gonna have to siphon it out or blow it around to make sure it's not forming big mats and clumps on your bottom, on your sand. Because when there's big mats of it, it's not gonna disappear overnight when the lights go off every night. Because mine is so minimal, every single morning when I turn on the lights, it's completely gone. But as the day gets long, my lights have already gone off for the day. I turned them back on to make this video. At the end of the day, it builds up slightly due to all the light from the day. So that's how just reading your tank, guys, knowing your tank is big. Really, guys, avoid using ChemiClean. I know you're gonna want a quick fix. You're gonna want a quick solve. You're gonna want it gone right away. And you gotta be so careful of that, you guys, because you're gonna kill a lot of good stuff in your tank when you use ChemiClean. If you use ChemiClean, you're gonna kill a lot of the beneficial bacteria, and you might find yourself with a far worse case of cyanobacteria, or you might even find yourself with dinoflagellates. That would not be fun, guys. Just let your tank do its thing. You're trying to have a little piece of ocean in your house. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna look perfect overnight. But just doing these things is gonna help minimize that, guys. And using live rock, I've said it lots of times, but that's gonna minimize your ugly phase. Some people deal with cyanobacteria for years, I hear, because their tank just takes so long to mature. But if you're using mature live rock, you're really gonna cut down on that time. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Really appreciate it. Like, subscribe if you want. I don't really care. Have a good day. Peace.